Hello, welcome to the program. First tonight, a story for anyone who's ever locked themselves out of the house or locked their keys in the car. Joe Wooler used to have that problem, but not anymore. The Perth dad has undergone surgery to implant a computer chip in his hand that opens doors with the wave of his wrist. Graham Butler has the story.
I can open my doors, the front door, the garage door. I can open the doors in my car. I can start my motorbike.
Joe Wooler, IT geek, Robodad, a man who'll never lose his keys again.
Eliminating keys is a good thing. I think, if I can minimise the amount of keys I have, then, I don't have a clutter on my keyring.
Joe decided rather than a cluttered keyring, he'd have a small device implanted under the skin of his hand, a bit like a micro swipe card permanently embedded in his body.
You got the key cards to open your building for work. It's one of those, but in the size of a Tic Tac, essentially. So it's just a microchip with a little antenna. It's a passive device that, when you swipe it on a reader, if you're allowed, it will open up and you get in.
Here's a chip. So we can see it for the camera. Okay. The camera catches it all. Into there. She's a little gentle pusher. Now I just want to get it down to the bottom.
This is the actual procedure being done. In a little over a minute, the $10 chip is implanted under a local anaesthetic.
What did the doctor say?
I don't think he was really fazed by it. He says, something, he'll give it a crack, He's done them in the arm all the time. What's the difference sticking in someone's hand? So, thought nothing of it.
Once implanted, Joe had to program sensors on his doors to recognise the chip, and he became a human key.
Tell me about the first time you got to use it. What did you think?
It was good fun. The novelty wears off, obviously, but yeah, for probably a good month after I had it set up, it'd be run to the front door and swipe it and get in.
The device is barely noticeable under the skin of Joe's hand, and there's been absolutely no side effects from having the chip embedded.
I can't feel it now. Obviously, when you run your finger over it, you can feel it, but being actually inside my hand, no, just can't feel it at all.
Now, all Joe has to do to open his doors is wave his hand in front of a sensor. So far, it activates the central locking in his car, as well as the front door of his house.
Joe, you don't need a key for your bike either. Show us how it works.
All right, we'll just turn on the RFID reader, give it a swipe, and start it off.
That easy?
That easy. And then you get to wherever you're going. Done.
And it's safe. No one can take it. You have to swipe
They
it.
could hotwire it. But no, you've got to swipe it to start it. The key also does work. It's been good because, I take the dog for a walk and I generally don't pick up my keys. I just walk out the door, take the dog for a walk, come back, swipe and get in.
While having a chip embedded into your hand is not going to appeal to everyone, Joe's wife Tanya, who is a nurse, was neither surprised or worried about having a sort of humanoid husband.
It's just Joe being Joe. I think it's cool. He likes to fiddle around and, new inventions. So just Joe being the quirky person he is.
What did you think when he told you he was going to do it?
I just knew he was. Didn't surprise me at all. So I did offer to assist and he wouldn't let me.
Would you have one done?
Maybe in the future. Maybe. Think about it. It'd be nice to get rid of the swipe card at work.
Joe says he now wants to convert the ignition in his car to recognise his implant, maybe even the front door to the office. The possibilities are endless.
Really, you can do it to turn things on, turn things off, enable things, so if you find something that, requires a key or requires a button to press, you could essentially use this to replace it.